Hello, viewers, and welcome back to Biblical Hot Topics. Today, this topic is entitled Facts versus Bussyification. Now, there is, in my opinion, there's three types of men. There's an alpha man, a beta man, and a bussy. Likewise, there are three types of women. You have a helpmate, the virtuous woman, and the woman that's not awakened. I say that to compare the people that live among us. You can always tell the difference between an alpha man and a beta man and a bussy man. The alpha man, he's cool, he's calm. You know, he's this man is he's domineering. He don't yell. He don't scream. He observe. He sit back and he observe. This man is a husband, by the way, sisters. And he lets you yell and whatever you are, however you feel, he know that he understand you. He know that you are sentimental. And so when you're done doing all that you've done, he come with logic. Baby, it didn't take all of that. I understand how you feel. Come here. And calm you down. He understand your emotions. He understand how you feel and who you are. And when he's done, there's peace in the house. On the other hand, we have the beta man. The beta man is not bad. The beta man is not a bad man. He's just a man that's untrained. He haven't had or have been exposed to a lot of the principles of how a woman is to be entertained or how she is to be treated. He don't understand, not in totality. He don't understand her emotions and her sentiment. Okay. So the last one we're talking about here is the bussy. The bussy is a man, or I would say a male, that's likened unto a woman. He have all the attributes of a woman, but he have all the features of a man. So he's sprung high. And for every word that you say, he got 5 words. He's gonna win the argument every time. He's likened unto a little chihuahua. Bussy. If there's anything that could put the woman in his mind beneath him, then he's apt to do it. He's apt to say it. He's apt to agree with it. A bussy man sees a woman as a dog. He sees a woman as a dog. And she is to obey as a dog. And that's all he's concerned with. He's not concerned with facts. He's not concerned with his purpose. He's not concerned with the word of God that says that woman was put here to be your helpmate. She's of the earth. She's of the man. She's born of the man. He don't see those factors. If you begin to talk about those factors, he tell you you're ignorant. If you tell a bussy that a woman was sent here to have dominion over the earth alongside the man, not before him, not behind him, but with him, he's angry. Bussy, bussy. He's angry because he needs someone to be below him. He have low self-esteem. So a lot of the bussies are fans. And they are fans to men that degrade women. Now, I'm not saying totally degradation. No. If they hear something that's, semi-true, kind of like in the Garden of Eden when Eve was standing there and the serpent had given her partial truth. It wasn't the entire or truth. And she accepted it. That's the behavior of a bussy. It is my opinion that the bussy is a man-woman. That's my opinion. He's a man-woman because he have the attributes of a woman. He have the emotion of a woman. He don't know how to dilute or neutralize a situation that may arouse in a relationship with him and a woman. So he don't know how to do that. So what he does is he become a competitor for the woman. If she's yelling and screaming, he's yelling and screaming. If there's something that she believe or she have learned to be true, then he'll deny it. It is not true. That's what you say. Bussy. If the woman's getting too much attention, he ironically gets upset. Why would you get upset? Because a woman is getting attention from a man. Take a look at that. But that's bussyification. If you out and he know that you're out to protect him as a male, oh no, he have no appreciation for you. He have no appreciation for you. All he need is another male. I'm not gonna say man, but all he need is another male to cut you down, say you're a dog, or you should behave like a dog, and he's all in. And the reason why, again, is because he have low self-esteem. Because if you know who you are, no one needs to diminish another person so that you can feel that you're over that person. That's bussyification. In my opinion, that's bussyification. So, on the other hand, we have the women. And I would say that we have 3 types of women. The first type is a helpmate. She's the originator. She's the purpose. She's the reason why she was created with man, to help him, not to harm him, not to be his equal. And when I say equal, I don't mean that one is lesser than the other. But in this culture that we live in, if you say thus and then we'll say so. And then so we think that we're equal because we're whatever you're saying, we're rebutting it. And you don't feel like that if you're a helpmate. If you're a helpmate, you help that man into entirety. And sometimes you may even work harder. But see, that's just the thing. If a alpha man is in your life, he knows how to treat you. He knows how to talk to you. He understands you. He understands your emotion and all these things. Then you will do things just to satisfy him because you are a helpmate. That's your nature. You'll do things just to satisfy him because that's your nature. You won't buck against him. You know, you won't want to be him. You don't want to be him. You don't want to be a lesbian. You don't want to take up other women and marry other women because that's what he can do. You understand? Okay, so the next type of woman here is the virtuous woman. Now, the virtuous woman, she's also a helpmate. She's a helpmate for the man that God had created for himself. In fact, she's a factor in that creation because she herself is also called man in Genesis 5:2. She's also called Adam. Okay? But she's virtuous because she's studied. She studied to find herself approved. She've watched her man and she've observed to see the things that he need. And because he's so masculine and he's so strong, she sit up while he's sleeping thinking about, now what can I do for this man? Because he's my king. Because he deserves the best. So what does she do? The virtuous woman. She have many faucets. She go out. She buy land. So she's a realtor. She's she makes him the best clothing as he sit by the gate. She's a seamstress. She go afar to get the best quality of food in case food has been tampered with in her area. She goes afar and get the best quality of food that this man stay healthy and strong and wise. So she's an entrepreneur. She takes care of her children and she raises her children. She's up before the sun is up because her mind is racing. How can I please this man of God? How can I please this man that is chosen of God? How can I sincerely be the helpmate that God has given me to be? So this woman is the virtuous woman. And then the third type of woman we have is the woman who is not awake. The woman who is not awake, she have no clue. I'm not saying that she's ignorant and that she's incompetent and that she is not capable of comprehending. I'm not saying that. She's just not awake. And so what I mean by that is she have not tuned in to the love, the joy, and the spirit of the Most High, YAH'ssena. She have not tuned into that. So she lay dormant in her house. And if the husband come in and says, well, I'm a man, and God care about all my desires. He want me to be happy. So I'm finna bring 5 or 6 more wives in here, and she allow it. And she stay there. She don't know the word of God. She don't know her worth. She don't know her importance. She don't know her part or her role in the relationship. So she don't study. She don't study to show herself approved. Because a lot of times the type of husbands like as I described, like her husband would be, they like to use that scripture about Abraham having all these wives and stuff. But if she opened up the Bible for herself to see which she probably won't because she is not awake, okay, she will see that that was a whole different situation. Abraham was like, men was very scarce at that time in that particular situation. They was very scarce. And people traveled in groups. They had their own groups. And they would go a lot of times where the Most High would lead them. So the importance was to, have babies and mostly sons because the sons will help protect the women and the children that is in that particular tribe or that particular group. And so if Abraham was like close to the only man, if not the only man, then he was able to have these other people. But he had to do it at the discretion of his wife. He had to do it at the discretion of his wife. So him and the wife would have a meeting. And the wife would say, well, I can't. I am 90 years old now, and I can't give you a son, and you don't have a son. And I feel bad about that. So I'm going to give you my handmaiden for you to have a son. And then after that, I think she died. And then he got another wife and another and another. And I think it was 4, in total. So the woman that I'm talking about here is the one that's not awakened. She's not awakened. So she don't understand. So whatever this man says, she said, well, he must be a good man because he's always in the Bible. And so that means that I got to go out and work because he told me I'm a helpmate. So I got to work and provide for the family where he just stick his head in the Bible all the time. That is not biblically correct. Now, there are some times when the woman has the energy, and God knows who she is because he put this energy in her. And she would be more domineering than a man. She would be more domineering. She would do more. She would plan more. She'll get a business going. She will operate that business. This man will be a king in his own home. If it's just him and her, then he presides over her. He don't need a lot of people to validate who he is. It's low self-esteem. Like the husband that I mentioned that has the wife who is not awakened. That he need all these people to elevate himself because he has low self-esteem. But the man that an alpha man, the original man, the man that's made in the image of God that has not been diluted, he knows his woman. So there's no argument in that house. He's the king. He's the king. And she's the queen. Not as we understand it here in captivity. Because a lot of times here in captivities, and I would say most of the time or all the time, it's always about competition. A woman and a man is never in competition, viewers. A woman and a man is never in competition to each other. They know their roles. And they keep their roles. And because they do that, they can raise the kids. And the kids will praise them. And praise the mother and call her blessed. These are facts. These are biblical facts. And so if you're really interested in this, I know most of my videos, I give scriptures and so you can go and check things out for yourself. But if you're really, really interested, you're going to do some research and find out for yourself anyways. So I just wanted to make these distinctions here about the different type of people that we have and that we associate with. And again, I will say it one more time. The man we have an alpha man, beta man, and we have bussies. Okay, bussies are liking to women. And then we have the women. We have the helpmate, virtuous woman who is a helpmate who has been trained and she studied hard. Okay. And then we have the woman that's not awakened. And like I always say, don't take my word for this. Look at your life, look at the people around you, and make your own analogy. It's important because our people, now I'm just talking about our people, okay? Some of us are called and some of us are chosen. The ones of us who are chosen, we have biblical knowledge. We have biblical wisdom of the world. We don't even know where we get it from ourselves. And so we are we're encompassed and covered by the universe. Now other people can have that too. Okay, but they have to seek it. Because the ones that have the heart of God, actually God had chosen them from before the foundation of the earth to have that heart. And that heart was developed in them in the womb of their mother. I'm not saying that it makes anyone better. Let's get out of this competition thing where we always think we have to compete. We do not have to compete. God made you who you are. He knew how much you can handle. So he made you who you are. And so what you have to do is you have to fall in love with the Most High God. And when you fall in love with the Most High God, then guess what you do? You will diligently seek more. You will diligently seek more of him if you're called. If you're chosen, you're pretty much a loner. You're a loner. You know, you just get to the place where you enjoy being alone because you can think. And the universe can speak to you. And the Spirit of God can influence you. And the fragrance of the angels. Have you ever smelled the fragrance of the angels, viewers? The fragrance of the angels is round about you. It's just I'm just going to describe the fragrance. It's not a perfume. It's a natural smell. It's like a strong smell from a flower, a rose. It's extremely strong, but only lasts for a few seconds. But if anybody's standing there with you, guess what? They can smell it as well. And then it goes away. The scent of the angels. Then the angels begin to show you numbers. And the numbers have meanings. They're called the angel numbers. And the angels have numbers because the numbers are communicating with you. The numbers are telling you, well, this is where you at. And God has given you the intellect. And so now you need to go forward and you need to do this and thus and so and thus and so. And he gives you instructions. And he put the angels round about you so that you succeed. And he'll let you know. But this is not only for you. This is for you and the people around you that's less fortunate. This is for you and the people around you that is in need. So this is not for you to get rich. It's for you because God has instilled in you himself, his thoughts, his understanding, his sympathy, and sometimes even his wrath. And I'm not going to say, well, like they taught us as a Christian, you so humble and no matter what people do to you, you're like a doormat and people can wipe their feet on you and just dog you year in and year out and you're just going to be humble until they change. No. Sometimes you have the wrath of God. And sometimes that's needed. I'm not saying that is needed all the time. But sometimes the forces of the enemy that is used through other people can be so devastating that the wrath of God can come through you to rebuke them and move them from you and make them flee from you because they are of Satan. So that's about it for this video. I just wanted to share that. And again, I thank you for tuning into Biblical Hot Topics. If you agree with this video, I would appreciate a thumbs up. So, but other than that, I thank you for tuning in, and I bless you and thank you and hope that you come close to God, because that's where your power is. Everybody on this earth, your power is in the Most High, YAH'ssena, and I would say God, so you can understand who I'm talking about. That's where your power lies. And if you get strong enough in Him, He give you His wisdom, not the wisdom of the world. It's two different wisdoms. There's His wisdom, and then there's the wisdom of the world. And He gives you His understanding. He gives you His knowledge. And so, as a result, you act and you function in that knowledge. You act and function on that level. And then people, a lot of times people can't understand you, but you will learn as time go by. You don't argue with people. You do not get in confrontations with people. You understand where they at, and you leave them there. So again, thank you for tuning into Biblical Hot Topics, and I will see you for the next video. Shalom.